Welcome to the official podcast of the National Pickleball League, where we go inside the NPL. Welcome to Everything and the Kitchen Dink. My name is Michael Hammer Mike Chen. I will be moderating this call with my co-host, Rick Ripskin Witsken, David, the professor, maybe the Professor Evil George, but the professor. But we'll talk about it later. And then Jen, Bone Crusher Gallwas, for how hard she hits the ball. So thank you all for joining. Again, David, just calling you Professor Evil because I'm hearing the Houston Hammers are not happy with your apology from last week to start. You know, you made an apology, but it wasn't really an apology according to them. So what do you say to the Houston Hammers?
As I tell my kids, that's a you problem. The truth hurts. We'll see this weekend. I know you're going to ask for predictions, but I predict they won't win, and I predict 2 or 3 teams will have a better weekend. So we'll see.
All right.
Are you playing them head to head?
I don't think so. I didn't check who we played. I assume we played the teams we haven't played yet. We do not play them, although we beat them last time. So I wish we played them all 4 times.
Oh.
That would have, because then we'd get 4 wins. But we can't do that. We got to play the other teams as well.
All right. Well, we'll talk about the predictions shortly, but in the meantime, we have a special guest. We have one of the top players in our league. Her name is Carol Williams of the Boca, on the Boca Picklers, with the team I was on last year. So without further ado, I would love to welcome Carol Williams to join us all the way. I think she's from San Diego. So let's give a big hello to Carol Williams.
Hi, guys.
Our old teammate.
Hi, Carol.
Yes, David and Jen, my old teammates.
So fun.
Miss you guys.
Well, let me kick it off. I'll have one question, and then I'll let everyone else say it because generally they think I ask too many questions on this show. So, Carol, thank you for being on our show. You're an amazing pickleball player. You're playing for my team from last year, Boca Picklers. You guys are doing really well, 6-2. Tell us how you got started in pickleball and how you became so dominant so quickly.
Do you want the long story or the short story?
Either one, whatever you feel comfortable telling us.
Okay. Well, I played college tennis, and then after I graduated, got married, had kids, didn't do a lot for myself, as we all know when we have kids. So my husband and I went on a double date to Bobby Riggs, and we went to learn pickleball. And I soon was wanting to ditch the double date and go over where the 5-0s were. But it's okay. I stayed with them. And then I didn't do it right away. Then like a few months later, I thought, you know what, I'm going to try this open play thing. And they wouldn't let me on the 5-0 court because they said I was just playing like a tennis player. And so then kind of got the whole pickleball thing, learning the dinks, all that. And then I went to play a tournament, and it was over Melba Bishop. And I just got hooked like everyone else. But I first didn't want to try pickleball because my 80-year-old mom played, and I thought it was for old people. And it wasn't until I saw that my sister-in-law, who also played college tennis, played. So once I played that first tournament, though, I got to play more, and I got to play more. And then got addicted like everyone does. I was playing like 6 or 7 times a week, and it was too much. I think we've all been there. The addiction was just too much, kind of got a little bit away. Yeah, but not as much. I got more balance now, I kind of got away from the kids and the family, and I was just obsessed. But so now I'm not as obsessed, even though I still love it.
So you learned from the Bobby Riggs. That's Jen Dawson and Steve Dawson's place. They play in our league. Jen Dawson, the Hall of Famer. So you learned from a great place, a great location. Yep. That's outstanding. Yeah. Did you meet them the first time you were there, or did you meet them later on?
Later on. And I remember, them being a big deal, and they're just so awesome. I mean, as far as being inclusive, like Jen and Steve and Callan, they would just come in to open play and play with anybody, and just be so kind. And yeah, they run a great thing there. It's awesome.
That's great. Well, listen, David, Rick, you guys and Jen, you guys got lots of questions, I know. So,
Well, real quick, don't feel bad. They still won't let me play on the 5-0 court. And I actually don't even think it's my questionable ability. I think it's just my grading personality. So how is your mother, Elaine?
Elaine.
Yeah, how is Elaine
Love
doing?
her.
Elaine is so awesome. She's 84 and she's a national champion in pickleball in the 80 plus.
That's
And yeah, she has a lot more energy than a lot of us. Like, don't you think?
For sure.
Elaine
Yeah.
came to a lot of our matches. So she was like the Naples mascot. And then she'd go to dinner with us. And she wasn't just passively watching. Like she was even told me, Jen, you need your headband. That's your superpower. When you wear your headband, you hit the ball harder or whatever. So she knew, not even though her own daughter, she was paying attention to all the teammates and cheering everyone on. And she was in our little tunnel, our victory tunnels. And
Yeah.
she was just such a bonus to have in our matches.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
they were
talked to her
telling me
for a half
Christy
hour.
Kine. What?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Christy Kine said, Kara, you cannot come to the next match if you don't bring your mom. I was like, geez, because I'm serious. Okay. Go ahead, David.
No, I was just going to say, I talked with Elaine for a half hour at dinner one night. And the next morning, after I got the court, I thought she was going to give me a high five. She's like, you almost blew that one, didn't you? And I was like, no, I guess.
Thanks, Elaine.
Hey, Kara, thanks for coming on the show. You know, you and I have known each other for quite some time. I've seen you on the other side of the net. I've seen you be a great ambassador for NPL. I love your energy. Now, you have this air of positivity that I perceive, and I'm jealous you're on Boca's team and not Indy's team. So maybe next year we can be on the same team. Obviously, Jen and David already got to enjoy that. But, you know, what you did in the last event weekend was really impressive. And I know you had some kind of conflict, and then you came in just for one day to play for your team. Can you explain what that conflict was and what you feel about NPL that would make you want to just come for one day to play in an event?
Yeah, as some of you know, I run my mom's cheerleading camps. She started cheer camps like 60 years ago, and now I run them. And the final day, I had 4 camps to run. The final day was on Saturday, and I wasn't planning on coming at all. I said I couldn't make that weekend. And then after the first weekend, I got that energy back again. And it's just so much fun, whatever team you're on. I mean, it's just amazing, the energy. And I've been talking to my friends that are on other teams, and they're all saying the same thing that I say. They love their team. And I just had to be there. I just had to be there one day. I didn't care how much it cost. I mean, it didn't matter. I just didn't want to let my team down, and it was worth it because I had something to look forward to all month. So, yeah.
You know, you don't seem to lack energy, Kara, and I definitely feel like there's a natural joy and happiness to you. Do you get up in the morning like that, or is it kind of after you drink your coffee and you feel like you're headed to NPL, then you get a glow? Or what's your secret sauce?
Well, NPL and pickleball is definitely a secret sauce because, you know, you try to find things that bring you joy and just give you that energy. And that's what it does. And pickleball has always done that. And the people in pickleball, we have this thing that we all just can relate to. You know, I have my girlfriends at home and I like them for their reasons, but there's nothing like an athlete that can play at a high level. I mean, like I think of my college teammates, or anyone that's played at a high level, and now including all the NPL people. We just have this connection and we have this mindset. And so no, you asked me, do I wake up in the morning and am I like that? I mean, yeah, my husband's like, can you wait till I've had the coffee? Because I'm like, you know, I'm ready to go. But I definitely, people find this odd, but I lean a little more towards the introvertish side. I know.
Wow.
Look at your look, Rick.
This is what we talked about at
Wow.
dinner. You're saying I'm an extroverted introvert.
Yeah, I know, Rick. But you asked my mom, right, Jen? You probably talked to her. but I definitely need my recharge time. I need, the difference with pickleball people is they do really give me energy. I mean, we're just the same. We're talking about things we love. And so, yeah.
So tell me who on the Boca team, who do you, some of your players, your favorite players to play with, to hang out with? You've got an exciting team. You guys are 6-2. Your own personal record, you're doing really well. I think you're like 8-4. You guys are doing really well. Who do you have the most fun playing pickleball with on your team and hanging out with? I just want to know.
Oh my God, I love my team. First of all, Taylor is hilarious. I don't play with her, but she is so much fun off the court. Oh my God, I just pee my pants laughing at her. And then
she is funny.
She's so funny. And then my partner, Audra Spielberger.
Yeah.
She love her. She's just kind of calm like this. And Taylor's like, and so I love her. Yeah. God, there's so many fun people. Peter, baseball Peter.
Yeah.
He's fun. I mean, I love my team. We just get along on and off the court. It's been fun playing with Mircea. He's been so supportive. My biggest thing as far as teammates, I will not, I want to play with people that are supportive of me, and I'm really into team chemistry. I think that's just as important as being a good player.
Well, talk a little bit about that, because we had Dane Gingrich on with the pickleball mindset. It says, be a great partner, right? It was a whole chapter and I read it, and it talks about what it takes to be a great partner. What do you think it takes to be a great teammate on the court, a partner? And the pickleball mindset really goes in depth. I would love to get your thoughts. Like, what do you feel like gives you good chemistry with your partner on the court? What does that partner need to do to have great chemistry with you?
Well, first of all, I think the minute I play with someone, I can just feel it's an energy. I'm an empath, so I really feel their energy. And what's so important, number one, simple, just tap paddles. That's so easy. We all know the players that, they put their head down, or you feel the eyes rolling, and it doesn't help anybody. So, we're all upset if we miss. We're upset at ourselves. We don't need someone else upset. So, Mircea has been really good at the strategy on our team. And I feel like I've kind of come in with helping with the mental part and the chemistry, because I can look out, at my teammates, and I can tell when someone's down. I can tell when they're not connecting, and they've got to connect. And number one, the easiest way is just tap paddles. If you're not much of a communicator, that helps. That says something right there. Hey, I got your back.
So, Kara, just between us, who do you have to spend the most time with? Who is the biggest problem? Because you have some big personalities on your team. Shapiro, he's a really nice guy, not him. But Mircea, Tao, Allen, Levine. I spent a few days with him. He can be a lot. So just between us, you said you try to keep some of these male divas on your team in line and try to keep them positive. Who's the biggest problem?
Peter.
All right.
I love that guy. I can
He's not watching. Don't worry.
I can mess with him all day. What are you saying, Rick?
There's no chance he's the problem. I roomed with Peter at US Open. He's not a problem. He's just hilarious.
I love him. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh. Yeah, what am I supposed to say?
No,
David's just trying to get you in trouble. David's just trying to get you in trouble, Kat. Don't fall for the bait.
Actually, nobody's trouble. I'm looking at my list. Nobody's trouble.
You're not going to say anything. And the only reason why David asked you that question is because Michael asked 3 questions when he said he was only going to ask 1. So David didn't want Michael to say another thing. So listen, I've got a legitimate question for you, Kara, because you are one of the top players. So is our beloved Jen Bone Crusher Gallwas. But who have you played from a female side? We've had Amy Bloom resident on this show, and she was obviously so amazing. Then we had Cara Beth Lee. But in addition to those ladies, top of the top ladies, who have you played against that are playing lights out pickleball in the NPL?
Molly Carter.
She's really good.
She's tough. I'd love to partner with her. I think we would have great chemistry. She's hilarious. She's so funny. And that's huge. If I can laugh a little, oh my God. Yeah. I'm trying to think who else. I haven't played CB. Is that her name? Cara Beth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Played Seattle. She's good. She's really
I haven't played her. We play some tough teams coming up. But Molly,
Houston?
What?
You played Houston? Did you play Sherry yet? Cartier? Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
And we haven't played, I don't know who else we haven't played.
You played anyway. We went to a tiebreaker with Boca. We almost had them.
Oh, that's right. What team?
Tiebreaker wasn't that close, but we're gonna forget.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
What about the male players? Who are the toughest male players you faced playing mixed, playing against? That you're saying, oh my goodness, he's tough.
I hate to say it. I hate to give anyone credit.
You got to give someone some credit.
I don't want to give him a big head. Who have we played?
You don't have to say Rick. You don't have to say Rick.
Yeah,
I didn't play her.
I haven't played Rick.
Okay. No, she sat out on against my
okay.
No.
And they still
Jaime, he's awesome.
Jaime stuff. Yeah, he's an outstanding player.
He's an outstanding player. And Weinbach's okay. I'm pissed that we lost to them. I'm so pissed. I think back what I did, and I know what I know now what to do. I want that one back.
I watched that one. That was a good match. Yeah.
So tell me something about like Jaime. He's one of the top players we all know. What is it that makes him so tough? You're on the opposite side of the net from him. What is it about him that makes him such a great player and such a challenging player to play against?
Well, he hits the crap out of the ball. So
that helps.
One thing that helps. And, especially all the guys, Rick does it too. They just get so big in the middle. They get so big and they're just always inserting themselves. The best guys are the ones that are making those females think on the other side.
Nervous, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
Cara, Rick Redemar, I really enjoy his banter when I'm the opposing player. I'm sorry you weren't at our match, but what does Rick Redemar coach ever do with you when you're on the court? Does he have his kind of cool, funny mojo, or does he just kind of let you play and stay away from your court?
Yeah, no, he just lets me play and cheers me on. No, there's no funny, crazy stuff going there. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that side of him.
He's so nice. Wow. I bet
what did he do to you?
He's positive.
Oh, he always badgers me. Oh, come on, Ripskin. Oh, come on, Triple Crown. Oh, you missed 6 shots in a row. I mean, I love it. I had so much fun losing to Boca. We lost. I won my match against Mircha and Audra, which, by the way, Audra really impressed me. She played really well.
Yes.
That was a great match. It was really close. But, your whole team was lined on the fence, and it was just fun banter. I know Mircha's a little uptight and too serious sometimes, but I was having a great time, and so most of us were. And so was Rick, who eggs me on because he and I have a very good relationship. Our wives love each other. It's just, anyway, I think he's a really cool owner, and I've enjoyed that banter with him.
All right, Cara, I got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
All right. Speaking of Mircha and Cara Williams, I'd like to take you back to our match that we played the first weekend. We had the 1A mixed match, Kim and myself versus Mircha and yourself. And I just want to know how you feel about stealing that match from us. I don't think that was very fair. We're scheduled to go on center court, but then previous center court matches took forever, right? Mircha and Tao beat us in 3 close games. It took a long time. We had a rule dispute, blah, blah, blah. So then they moved us to a side court. It's like 5:15, and Kim has a plane to catch. A hard out at 6:30. She had to leave Pickle House at 6:30. So you and Mirch wait and wait and wait.
David, are you?
And
David,
Stu
I
says
sense
you
that
have to
you're-
go to the court, and then stall some
David.
more.
David, I sense that you're a whiner. You are one of the whiny ones. Go ahead.
You
Keep
are
whining.
you are an empath, and you're not wrong. I'm not going to argue
I'm
with you on
feeling
that.
it through the
I'm not
screen.
going to argue on that. For sure. So we get Stu, and Stu says you have to go to the court, and still stall some more. Stall. 35 minutes later, we start the match at 5:55, and we play a very long, close first game. Right? We finish like 6:15, and I'm like, then you stall some more. Then at 1-1 in the second game, you call a timeout. What are you calling a timeout for? Then all of a sudden, Kim gets mad and is like, leaves, I got a plane to catch. So I just want to know, were you scared of us? Were you scared of losing? Were you just tired of looking at me? A lot of people tell me that. Are you blaming everything on Mirsha? Maybe Rick. I'm okay if you blame Rick Redemar. I'm okay. I just
David,
want
are
to
you
know
going
what's going on.
to shut up? What?
Oh my God.
Oh, that good. Way to
Oh
go,
my
Kara.
God, David!
That was
I
a
feel
run-on
like
sentence,
such a
wasn't it?
whiner. What?
That was a long run-on sentence.
Yeah.
Holy crap, David! Are you okay?
Yeah. You see? Now do you know why we call him Professor Evil? Like,
Oh my
wow.
He
God!
was like, Murcha had to have a granola bar, and he said he needed some time for his stomach to digest, and they were stalling. And
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
David, are you done talking? Okay. So I just stayed out of that. I was not going to get in between Mircha and Kim. You stayed out of it too, David. I know you. You didn't want Kim to start barking at you. So it was between the two of them, right? Do you agree, David?
I agree.
That was between the two of them, so don't pull me into this.
I was just asking a question.
Okay, so then we play, and for some reason, I honestly start bonking, like I'm shaking. I was like, Mircha, I need something to eat. And that's all that was. And then you guys were scared and you left, and wah, wah, wah. I don't know.
granola bar gate. This was granola bar.
Yeah.
Wow. It's interesting how David doesn't forget that match, huh? This is like 2 weekends, 2 months later. Wow.
Jeez, David, how long have you been holding on to that?
Well, until we got you on the podcast, I was like, can we get Kara on? Oh, she's not available. Can we get Kara on? Who should we get on the podcast? Can we get Kara on? So,
Okay, are you okay now? Are you okay?
well,
Doesn't sound like it.
Hey,
I have a lot of issues. I have a lot of issues.
listen to more of our podcast. This is clearly therapy for some of my co-hosts here. But I just want you to know, Kara, you're a great leader. Mircha's a great GM and a great leader. I love your ownership, and we love having you in our league. You even make our podcast look younger being on this podcast. So thank you, because Michael, he sends it a little up and you bring it back down. So thank you very much for that.
She's about as cute as they come, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Her mom's pretty. I might be cute. Your mom is so cute.
She's so cute.
Well, Kara, I think there should be an opportunity for you and Mircha to play David and Kim again. And we want that to be on center court next time.
Let's do that.
So that there would be no excuses for whoever loses, right? Don't you agree?
No problem.
That's what we should do. So I am going to make a request to the commissioner that next time Boca plays Kansas City, it's got to be on center court so we can have it settled once and for all, right?
Got it. Are you in, David?
I'm in.
All right, there we go. We got that.
No whining, no excuses if you lose. Okay?
Yeah.
David?
Absolutely.
Oh, I assumed you were talking to Kara. Okay, yeah, no, I'm in.
Oh my God, David, who are you?
Hey,
I
Jen, you
thought
bring-
I mean, you give him a gold medal. I mean, he wins a gold medal. Look at it. Look at it. Everything's different now.
I thought he was like a nice guy last year. What happened to you?
He won 2 gold
Been
medals
hanging
back
around
to
with some
back.
You
questionable
heard about
people.
his big
These
weekend,
four.
right?
These four, they've been hanging around with questionable people.
Yes. Great job, David. I'm proud of you.
So Kara,
Thanks, Kara. I actually
Right
love
now,
you.
we're
But cut
wearing
that
it.
out of the
We're in-
podcast.
Kara, getting back onto you and the amazing thing you've done for NPL, being such a great part of NPL. 2 quick questions for you before we let you go. One is, what is the thing you love most about NPL? Okay. And then after that, we're going to make predictions about this coming weekend. And I want you to predict, who do you think is going to take home the trophy for this weekend? Yeah, I know you'll say Boca, but other than Boca, who else do you say would be there? So those are my two questions. What do you love about NPL? What is the favorite part about the weekend coming up that you're looking forward to?
The people and the competition. I mean, it's not only just being with my team. It's become a family community. Just seeing everyone, even on the other teams, it's amazing. I mean, Rick and Beth and Michael, I mean, that's why I recruit a lot of my friends. A lot of my friends are on the Coachella team. I just said, it's a blast. It's just it just gives me that energy, that light. And I don't know. Does that explain it? Like, I'm getting excited
the whole weekend,
right now.
The whole weekend. So starting from Friday night, the party, the theme is going to be about the Olympics.
The people, everything.
The competition, everything, the whole weekend.
Everything.
Isn't it kind of like, Kara, like it's like college reunion, family reunion, dysfunctional family. So
Totally.
It's all wrapped up into one. Like, it's just fun.
It is. It's so fun. And you feel like you're like a kid again. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how I ended up playing tennis because I'm more of a team player. So that's why I always like doubles more. But like, I love volleyball and basketball. And this just gets the team aspect. And you're all cheering for each other, whether you win or you lose. And then you walk by and you see some of your other friends on other teams. And then you can go out to eat afterwards, win or lose, doesn't matter. It's just, and good job, Rick.
And you get to see your crazy uncle, David George, too, right? The crazy uncle that comes over Thanksgiving. Like, hey, he's a crazy uncle, but he's still part of the family.
Right?
Well,
do you remember 5 years ago?
A brother. I don't have to be the crazy uncle.
Because usually there's a crazy uncle at every Thanksgiving party. That's why. But all right, so now give me your prediction.
Prediction.
Who do you think?
Well, for sure, we have not had our time, Boca. We got Peter back.
Oh
He'll
my God.
be there.
He just said you can't pick.
You
Boca.
can't say your own team. They get mad at me when I say Austin.
Right.
So if besides Boca, who are you going to say is first?
If not Boca, who would it be?
Okay, can you give me the top 4 right now?
Denver, Seattle.
The top four. I'll give you the record right
Denver,
now. The
Seattle,
top
Boca, and
Houston.
Devin and Houston are 7-1.
Who? Houston and who?
And Denver 7-1. Seattle, Boca, Coachella Valley 6-2.
Okay.
Columbus at 5-3, and the rising Kansas City Stingers with the 2-time champion David George and Darryl Wyatt on it at 4-4. Those are the teams you should consider.
Okay, and who have won it the last 2 times?
Denver won it last time. Houston Hammers tied the first time with Columbus.
Okay. If I don't pick ourselves, I'll go. There can't be a repeat. So Columbus.
Well, they won it. They won it the first time. They tied with Houston. They were 4-0 first weekend.
Tied. They tied with Houston.
Yeah,
Crap.
they both went 4-0.
And Denver won?
And Denver won last week, 4-0.
This is hard. Okay.
There's a team called Kansas City with David George and Darryl Wyatt that just won back-to-back gold at ABP Newport.
Are you trying to sway me?
No, I'm just trying to. You asked for some teams that might do well this weekend.
You know what? I'm going to go Kansas City because I'm from Kansas, and I kind of wanted them to. I did want them to get me just because go back to my roots. And I love Darryl. He's cool. He's a cool dude. We've already talked. Whenever I'm in Kansas, we're going to try to play. Yeah. Okay. You swayed me, Casey. I gotta go back to my roots. Casey.
Great job. All right. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, Kara, just want to say thank you. You're a star in the NPL. We're so glad you play for us. We're so glad I'm sure that your teammates will love you at Boca. And we just wish you the best the rest of the season. And we'll have you come back later in the season and tell us how you feel at the end of the season.
Kara, you're a great player, a better person. You're one of my favorite people in the league. I'm just going to have Nick cut that out so no one knows it. But thanks for coming on.
You're welcome. Mwah.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Carol.
Carol. We
You're
love
amazing.
you.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much. You're doing a great job.
Bye-bye.
See you
Bye.
next weekend.
Okay.
Wow, she's awesome. She's
Yeah.
awesome.
That was one of my favorite matches, was playing with her last year against Jen Dawson. She's just so fun.
She's so fun, but
Compete
wow.
the whole time. The whole time. She never gives, like, you can be, it was a fun match.
So let's talk a little about, okay, Jen, who was your prediction this week coming up? She predicted Kansas City. And just to remind you, Jen,
You did?
I don't know if you've heard about what happened this past week because you kind of got cut out. But David was in Newport, and him and Darryl from Kansas City won. And
Wait, are you talking to me?
Yeah, I don't know
I
if
was
you know
sitting in the VIP tent watching every point.
Well, I just want to remind you that in case you forgot about
Yeah, I was there.
it. Okay, so who are you picking?
Not Kansas City. Not. First off, I have to say, Darryl is smiling whether he hits a winner or misses a shot. He literally is the epitome of enjoying pickle. He was so happy. He worked so hard. I never knew he had that soft game. He had that left hand crush in the middle. They never played together. It was just, every match was so close. I mean, the other opponents. I mean, even it was really exciting. And so I was just so happy for them. And first time playing together. And Daryl's just new to pickle, and he's just so excited about everything from the league to playing. And it was awesome, so I was so happy for David. It's his first gold and Daryl's first tournament playing with him. So that's a pretty
So
awesome.
why are you picking against Kansas City then?
So I think they should stay together and play, keep they're undefeated.
No, but why are you not picking Kansas City to win then?
Yeah, because I played against Denver last weekend.
So are you
I don't
picking
pick
back
Denver.
to back?
Denver's awesome, but I'm not going to pick them. I'm going to pick Seattle.
Seattle.
I think
Okay.
I'm going to pick Seattle.
Good pick. They're
Seattle or
6-2.
Boca, I think is going to win this weekend.
All right, so
Yeah.
you got Seattle. So
Of course we are, but then
we got Kansas City. We got Seattle. Rick,
I'm gonna
who
go
do you
Seattle.
pick?
I hate to agree with Jen, but I have to agree with Jen. I think Seattle or Houston are due. And I think the women on Houston are so good. I think the men on Seattle are so good.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be one of those two teams that'll come out
How
on
can you
top.
say Houston's due? They won the first week and they came in second the second week. How's that? They're due. They're due meaning they haven't done well yet.
Boston, they do.
They didn't win the last event, and I think they can win it every time. I think Houston's
Wow.
amazing.
Wow. Okay, we got a big Houston Hammers fan there.
And I
Dave.
love Denver. But come on.
Denver's good.
How much can they keep winning?
Yeah, from the biggest Houston fan to the what's the opposite of fan? So no, I think the whole time from Rick and I had this conversation before the podcast, I love Denver's team and I love Columbus's team. Those are my two teams. I think they're the most talented. I think Hedberg's back from Europe, and so if he's back, I would pick Columbus. I talked to Jim Bronson in Bear City a lot. And he's just getting better every day. Adam Painter's my guy. I just really like him a lot. And so I think Columbus and Denver are the two teams to beat. And so I'm going to predict Columbus just because they kind of had a shaky weekend last weekend after winning it fairly easily, that first one. So I'm going to pick Columbus.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. So we have 5 different picks. I am going to pick
Indy.
It crossed my mind, but no Indy, no Austin, and I can't pick my own team, Kansas City. I am going to pick a team that I thought from the beginning of the season was going to be really good. I still believe it's going to be really good.
Boca.
I'm picking Boca.
I knew
because
it.
exactly
I
we got
knew it.
we got
Suck up.
Kara Williams there.
Recency bias.
They
Suck
are
up.
going to be on a roll.
Total suck up.
Brian Levine is going to play really well. Audrey Spielberger is a good player. Carol, they got a loaded team with Tao. He's tough. Murcha, of course, is tough. Peter Prodna. They got a loaded lineup. They got Susie LeBlanc. They got Tracy Flynn. I'm just looking up and down the lineup, and I see no weakness, basically. No weakness. So I'm predicting Boca to win week 3 and go 4-0 and be 10-2. That's my pick.
Michael, do you live in Southern Florida some parts of the year?
I might be soon.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't the last 2 years? Really?
No, not Southern Florida. You're right. I thought it said Southern Cal. Southern Florida, correct.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is Southern Cal, too. Wow. So
maybe,
Coachella Valley's on your mind.
I've got Coachella on my mind.
Nobody's saying Coachella. What?
That's what I thought Michael was going to say.
Yeah, no. I like Coachella, but I'm picking this weekend. I'm picking Boca.
Okay.
So,
I want to just give a quick shout out to Mitch Dunn in Cincinnati and the facility we're playing at. He's such a generous guy, and you can just tell and feel the love he has for the senior pros. I'm so excited on Thursday night to play in kind of a pros versus Joes event from 6 to 8 at his facility. I'm excited for Julie Weston, her hometown. Beth, obviously, from Ohio. I live not too far, 2-hour drive. Let's go. But so excited for Cincy and that facility. Let's go, David, Ohio. Yes.
But Rick, like, how much does it matter when the owners, the facility wants you there? Like Columbus, wasn't that a tremendous? They kind of rolled out the carpet for us. Like it's such a difference when they really, really want you there. It's just makes for an awesome weekend. And I'm really looking forward to, the Pickle Lodge as well.
Well, Michael and Beth and I've heard from so many sponsors that they prefer the 15 over crowd and pros because we still play at a high level and we are more kind of their demographic for what they're trying to achieve. But you're right, David. You can feel the different cities that have this evolving, like Kansas City, perfect example. You can just feel that Daryl and Julie have done such a good job cultivating the desire of the senior pros. I love what Cincy, I love what Columbus, I love what KC. Thank you to those cities that have really, in OKC, like done an amazing job marketing our people.
Okay, like David says, he's like, okay, Love Fest, it's a Love Fest. How about our head-to-head matchups? Before we sign off, what do you think is happening between Indy? You play Kansas City this weekend?
No.
Okay, we do. Let's make a little wager, okay? Should we do dinner Sunday night? Whoever loses pays. Okay, what do you think
it's the team? Like I'll give you even odds. There's no way your team is beating us. If your new bestie Dave Weinbach beats me, fine. Like that could easily happen. But there's no way in hell your team is winning.
Dave Weinbach and Chris,
I just said they're tremendous players, but your team,
Yeah, are you talking about the team? Come on.
We are missing a really strong guy this weekend.
So let me get this straight. You want to have a wager. We already started, and before you can get out of your mouth, you start making excuses?
I'm just saying. I'll take a straight bet. We're going to win 7-5. I predict we're going to be close.
Done.
7-5. Okay.
Done.
Drinks. Well, he only drinks water. So
done. I'll do it with you. I'll take Kansas City. You take Austin. Okay. We got a deal.
You better take Kansas City.
Can I part of that bet? Part of that bet, Jen?
Yeah. What do you want, Rick?
Same thing.
I go with Kansas City. I'm off the Austin train. You know that. I've been burned too many times.
That's fine. I have confidence. I'll bet.
All right. That's two dinners. There we go.
I said drinks.
All right, drinks. Two drinks.
You said dinner.
He eats a lot, but he doesn't drink a lot.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll come back in a couple of weeks and we'll find out who's correct. Before we go, we also have to thank our sponsors, right? Obviously, Chuck by Gamma, our official ball, Gearbox, the official paddle of the NPL, Incrediwear with all the compression wear. Amazing. A supporter of Fat Tire. Lots of fat tires we drink after our matches. Julian Coffee to wake up in the morning, right? With Ken Julian. Ernie, the official pickleball machine. So we've got a lot of great sponsors and just want to thank them all because without them, we wouldn't be here with the NPL. So
one additional thing is,
yes, Rick.
If they want to be a sponsor, go to nplpickleball.com and hit the info link to let us know. We're getting a lot of sponsor interest now, and team owners. We will sell some teams into next year. We're not sure how many, probably not as many as normal. So let us know, because now's the time. We're deciding on next year now. We're not waiting to the end of the season.
There we go. There you hear it from Rick Ripskin Witsken. Thank you, David, the Professor George. I think made a little more controversy again this week. And Jen, Bone Crusher Gallwas, who's going to owe a lot of drinks probably on Sunday. This is Mike, the Hammer Mike Chen, saying thank you for listening to Everything in the Kitchen Dink, where we go inside the NPL. Talk to you soon. Thank you for tuning in to the official podcast of the National Pickleball League. Please stay tuned, as we will be back soon with our next episode as we go inside the NPL.